Arsenal's Champions League season has been shaped by outstanding individual performances, and at the heart of this European journey stand Gabriel Jesus, Victor Gyökeres, Bukayo Saka, and a supporting cast that has elevated the team to one of the most feared sides in the competition. This campaign has not been about one star carrying the team, but about a collective that is driven by leaders in key moments, players who understand the demands of Champions League football, and individuals who consistently rise when the pressure is highest. The blend of experience, hunger, tactical intelligence, and technical quality has allowed Arsenal to dominate matches and control situations that, in previous years, may have exposed weaknesses. Gabriel Jesus has arguably been the symbolic figure of Arsenal's Champions League performances this season. His impact has gone far beyond goals, although his scoring record in Europe has been vital. Jesus has brought intensity, intelligence, and relentless movement to Arsenal's attack, constantly disrupting opposition defenses. In big matches, such as the away victory against Inter Milan, his presence was decisive. His 2 goals in that match reflected everything Arsenal want from a center forward in Europe: sharp positioning, quick reactions, and calm finishing under pressure. Beyond scoring, Jesus has been instrumental in Arsenal's pressing structure, leading from the front and setting the tempo for the entire team. His ability to drop deep, link play, and then burst into the box has created space for others and made Arsenal's attack fluid rather than predictable. In European games where defenses are compact and aggressive, Gyökeres' strength and movement have allowed Arsenal to stretch opponents and exploit spaces late in matches. His goal against Inter Milan was a perfect example of his value: composed, decisive, and ruthless, sealing the match and removing any doubt about the result. Gyökeres' importance lies not only in goals, but in how he complements the rest of the attack. His presence allows Arsenal to vary their approach, switching from intricate build-up play to a more direct style when needed. This flexibility is vital in the Champions League, where tactical battles often evolve within a match. Gyökeres occupies defenders, creates room for wingers, and provides a focal point when Arsenal need to relieve pressure. His physicality has been particularly effective late in games, when opponents tire and Arsenal can exploit transitions. In many ways, Gyökeres represents Arsenal's evolution into a team that can win matches in multiple ways. Bukayo Saka has continued to shine as one of Arsenal's most important players, and his Champions League performances this season have confirmed his status as a genuine world-class talent. Saka's influence has been constant, even in matches where he may not appear on the score sheet. His ability to carry the ball under pressure, beat defenders in one-on-one situations, and make intelligent decisions in the final third has been central to Arsenal's attacking threat. In Europe, where margins are fine, Saka's composure and maturity have stood out. He plays with a calmness that belies his age, rarely rushing his actions and often choosing the most effective option rather than the most spectacular. Saka's role has been particularly important in stretching defenses and creating space for teammates like Jesus and Gyökeres. Opponents often double up on him, which in turn opens gaps elsewhere on the pitch. His work rate off the ball has also been crucial, tracking back to support the defense and maintaining Arsenal's compact shape. In away matches especially, Saka's willingness to defend as well as attack has helped Arsenal maintain control and stability. His Champions League performances this season have shown a player who is not just talented, but complete. Beyond Jesus, Gyökeres, and Saka, Arsenal's Champions League success has been built on strong contributions from the wider squad. The midfield has been a key factor, providing balance and control in some of the most intense matches of the campaign. Arsenal's midfielders have combined technical quality with physical resilience, allowing the team to dominate possession when required and compete aggressively when games become scrappy. Their ability to read the game, intercept passes, and quickly transition from defense to attack has been essential in breaking down strong European sides. Defensively, Arsenal's Champions League performances have been underpinned by organization and discipline. The defenders have shown maturity in their decision-making, knowing when to step out and when to hold position. This has been particularly important in matches against teams that rely on quick counterattacks. The understanding between the backline and midfield has limited opposition chances and reduced the need for last-ditch defending. This solidity has given attacking players the freedom to express themselves, knowing that the structure behind them is reliable. Another important aspect of Arsenal's Champions League season has been the collective mentality of the squad. There is a visible belief and unity that runs through the team, especially in difficult moments. When conceding goals or facing sustained pressure, Arsenal have not lost their shape or confidence. Players like Jesus and Saka have often been at the center of this mental resilience, demanding the ball and driving the team forward. Gyökeres, with his physical presence and direct style, has also contributed to this mentality, offering an outlet when Arsenal need to reset and regain control. The tactical approach employed by Mikel Arteta has allowed these players to thrive. Arteta has built a system that maximizes the strengths of Jesus, Gyökeres, and Saka, while ensuring balance across the team. The fluid movement of the front line, the support from midfield, and the compact defensive shape have all been key to Arsenal's European success. Arteta's willingness to adjust tactics depending on the opponent has also ensured that players are used in roles that suit the specific demands of each match. This adaptability has been especially important in the Champions League, where opponents vary widely in style and quality. As the competition progresses, the importance of these key players will only increase. Gabriel Jesus will continue to be central to Arsenal's attacking identity, providing leadership, intensity, and crucial goals. Victor Gyökeres will remain a powerful option, capable of changing matches and punishing tired defenses. Bukayo Saka will be Arsenal's creative heartbeat, driving attacks and setting the tempo in wide areas. Around them, the supporting cast will need to maintain the same levels of focus and consistency that have defined the campaign so far. In the current situation, Arsenal find themselves in a position of strength and confidence. Qualification for the knockout stages has been secured, momentum is firmly on their side, and belief within the squad is growing. Performances from Jesus, Gyökeres, Saka, and others have shown that this team is not intimidated by the Champions League stage. Instead, they are embracing it, using big matches as opportunities to express their identity and ambition. The combination of individual brilliance and collective discipline suggests that Arsenal are not just enjoying a strong season, but building something sustainable and dangerous in Europe. Arsenal's next Premier League match comes at a crucial moment in their season, as they prepare to face Manchester United in what is always one of the most high-profile fixtures in English football. This match is not just another league game. It carries historical weight, tactical intrigue, and major implications for Arsenal, particularly in big matches, and the squad looks mentally strong after handling pressure in Europe. However, the Premier League presents a different kind of challenge. Matches are often more physical, stakes in dangerous areas. Victor Gyökeres could also be an important figure in this match, whether he starts or comes off the bench. His physical presence offers Arsenal a different attacking option, particularly if the game becomes tight or Arsenal need a late breakthrough. Against a United defense that can sometimes struggle with strong, direct forwards, Gyökeres' strength and composure in the box could prove decisive. Arteta's decision on how and when to use him will be one of the tactical talking points ahead of kickoff. Arsenal's transfer narrative at this point in the January 2026 window is characterized more by measured decision-making and targeted developmental moves than by dramatic spending, headline-grabbing arrivals, or shock sales. This reflects the club's confidence in the current squad, the stability that manager Mikel Arteta has established, and a broader strategic philosophy that prioritizes growth and squad balance over short-term panic buys. While many fans and pundits closely scrutinize the January window for signs of ambition or shift in direction, Arsenal's business this month has been defined by thoughtful loans, careful management of young talents, and circumspect evaluation of incoming options in relation to the club's broader multi-competition commitments. This is not a club looking to reinvent itself midway through a title push in deep Champions League run. Rather, Arsenal are tweaking, refining, and positioning themselves not just for the remainder of this season, but for sustainable success in the years ahead. One of the most discussed developments over the past weeks has revolved around Ethan Nwaneri, the 18-year-old midfielder who burst onto the scene as one of Arsenal's most exciting academy graduates. Nwaneri's story has been remarkable from the start. He became the youngest player in Premier League history when he debuted at 15, earning widespread attention and high expectations. However, this season has seen his first team minutes become limited, partly due to Arsenal's strong attacking options, and partly because the club's tactical shape under Arteta requires specific responsibilities that have been filled by more experienced players. After playing sporadically in the early months of the season, Nwaneri has found opportunities scarce, and discussions began to intensify about finding a pathway that would allow him to develop through consistent game time. For much of January, the narrative around Nwaneri involved speculation about whether Arsenal would let him stay and compete for minutes, or seek a temporary move that would accelerate his growth. Early in the month, following comments from Arteta that every player has a role in the squad, there was an indication that Arsenal's hierarchy initially preferred to retain their young talent as part of a deep roster competing on multiple fronts, which could offer opportunities in rotations and specific fixtures. However, as the month progressed and the practical challenge of securing meaningful minutes became clearer, both the club and the players' camp began to lean towards a loan solution. This shift culminated in Arsenal agreeing a loan deal with French side Olympique Marseille for Nwaneri to spend the remainder of the season in Ligue 1, a move reported to be at the final stages of completion with all parties on board, and the teenager himself having accepted the proposal. The arrangement is structured as a straight loan without an option to buy, meaning Arsenal expect him back in North London at the end of June, and it involves Marseille covering his salary. Some reports indicate the loan includes a significant fee tied to appearances, which could even reduce depending on how much Nwaneri plays. These details emphasize that Arsenal are not just offloading a talent, they are structuring the deal to prioritize the player's progression rather than financial expediency. The choice of Marseille as the destination is itself telling. Head coach Roberto De Zerbi is widely regarded as a tactically progressive manager who often develops young creative players within a system that values possession, intelligent movement, and technical competence, traits that match Nwaneri's skill set. Arsenal's officials and Arteta reportedly engaged in direct discussions with De Zerbi about how Nwaneri would be used, underscoring that this is not a haphazard loan, but a considered decision intended to expose the youngster to regular top-flight football in a competitive European league. Marseille's commitment to playing him, their style of football, and the environment of Ligue 1, which is often seen as excellent for developing attacking talent, all contributed to Marseille emerging as the ideal landing spot. Arsenal's preference for a loan with game-time incentives, rather than an outright sale or permanent transfer, reflects their belief that Nwaneri remains a valuable asset with a potentially substantial future at the club. Interest in Nwaneri was not limited to Marseille. At earlier stages of the window, clubs from the Premier League, including Bournemouth and Crystal Palace, were reported to have monitored his situation and explored the possibility of bringing him in on loan. Arsenal, at that point, had rebuffed certain approaches, and there were even claims that Nwaneri himself was happy to stay at Arsenal and compete for minutes rather than immediately seek a move away. This dual layer of interest illustrates just how highly regarded the teenager is across the league and beyond, and it highlights the complexity behind deciding his short-term next step. Eventually, Arsenal opted for a solution that balanced competitive development with the comfort of continuity, reinforcing their reputation for managing elite young talents in a way that serves both player and club interests.